Welcome back. You're still watching Weekend Live on SABC2. Now, at the beginning of the year, our building slot featured architect Tunde Oluwa favorite piece of architecture, which is a chapel of light on the campus of the Vaal University of Technology. The building, which he calls a treasure, uses natural light to accentuate its features. We rebroadcast that insert this morning as we look back on some of your favorite buildings.
It's just a small jewel of a building which manages to infuse a number of the different delightful aspects that architects try to include in their buildings. It is called the Chapel of Light for obvious reasons. The architect has been very clever in manipulating light from different sources into the center of the building. As you approach the building, the first element that you see is the tower. There is a tall tower with a cross on it. This indicates to you that this is a building of some sort of spiritual gathering. You can see that on the outside, he has made use of fair-faced brickwork. You can also see that he has made use of steel columns to support the roof. The structure for the roof is quite independent from the walls. Now, a very interesting feature just past the foyer is this element, which is the support block. It has the chaplain as well as the toilet facilities. What is very interesting about the building and how it has been manipulated very cleverly by the architect is the way in which he has turned what could have been a very narrow, uninviting entrance into a space that has a very interesting shape and that allows light to come in. And he has done this by curving that wall away from the main building. White in most cultures signifies spirituality, serenity, quiet, and you do get that feeling in the chapel. But there's also a practical reason for the color white. It also enhances the little areas of light that are brought into the room. The ceiling in this little space is quite high. This is in keeping with traditional spiritual buildings, whether they be churches or mosques or even synagogues. And the reason for that is at least twofold. On the one hand, you are communing with the Almighty, and therefore, you need to be able to lift your eyes up. Part of his ingenuity, again, is the way in which he has still managed to make use of filtered light. And you can see that what he's done is that he's introduced little windows at a low level where the sunlight would not be able to penetrate directly into the room. He's also introduced secret high-level windows which are screened from the people within the chapel.